What's going on, beautiful people? I am Wes here on AK Nation TV, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections about our differences. And y'all went in for the morning review, and I appreciate it. God damn it, y'all got over 400 likes in under 24 hours. That's a record, baby. And I appreciate the love. Some people may wonder what is the big deal with the likes. It shows the appreciation. When y'all take the time to click that button, because it for whatever reason, it's just a difficult thing to do. It shows the appreciation. It shows that y'all want to see the video. So I appreciate it. And also, YouTube gets to see that y'all appreciate my shit. Because YouTube, for a long time, for the last 5 years, has had an issue with me and the content that I upload, and yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Episode 13, Big Me. I ain't her put and she ain't mine. Ain't Summer wild? Summer is a wild gal. Ain't she a wild gal? At one moment, she going to the reunion. Another moment, she ain't going to the reunion. Then, after all the drama and speculation, she going to the reunion. Now she may be suing, or there's a GoFundMe out to get her some money, $500,000, so she could. I don't know what's going on with Summer. I just recently spoke to a baddie off the current season, and she was like, "Yeah, I believe Summer is going to the reunion, and I don't think that anybody really wants to fight her." So I was like, "Wait, what?" Maybe it's because it's Summer and they know that they could beat her. But that's what I was told. So I'm not sure what is true, what is not true. Summer, one thing that is true, Summer has made sure that she is the topic of discussion every single week for 13 weeks. But do y'all think that she should sue? Do y'all think she has a case to sue? No. We're going to get into some things because Suki is excited to hear that somebody's eating each other out. And she's like, what? Who ate who cat? Y'all ate it. You ate her meow. Yeah, you ate her meow. Wait, stop playing. Really? Is that the last meow you ate? Or did you eat some more? I was like, what? I was like, well, do y'all think Suki eats cat? I think she does. I think she's we know she a freak. So in my mind, I feel like if she eat butt, she eat cat. Is that a safe assumption? Maybe not. Because just because you eat a man butt don't mean you're going to eat a woman's cat. But I mean, I don't know. I see that. If you eat, well, no, because I eat butt and I don't eat cat. But I'm a gay man. So I don't know. Hey, to each his own, but I wouldn't be shocked. Let's just say I would not be shocked. You know who ain't shocked, and who wanted to find out some things? Fauna was like, who eating kitty? What? Stop playing. Who? Oh, wow, Lex and Summer? Girl. Wasn't Fauna? Fauna was excited. Wasn't she excited? I don't know if her nipples was hard. I don't know what was going on. She was excited. She's like, what? Who eating? What? No, stop playing. You got video. What's up, Fauna? Shout out to Fauna. Thank y'all for watching Fauna's interview. If for whatever reason you missed Fauna's interview, go to Fauna's interview. It was a well-produced piece of work. Yes, it was. Tesehki goes and tells Lex, what's going on. Because, Lex is over there being, theatrical. And she wanted to win her award. And she's like, what? What happened? Yeah. Summer over here saying that y'all eating each other out, and I don't believe it. Here go Lex. What? Summer! Oh, no, Summer. What is wrong with this girl? Lex is a fool. Ain't she a fool? She a fool. Now, here's the thing. Lex is talking about she's a pillow princess, and typically pillow princesses don't really do much. They just lay there, right? I don't necessarily see Lex as a pillow princess. She's a little too hard for me. And not for me, but stereotypically when I see pillow princess, like my friend, she a pillow princess. Like, my friend is dainty down. My friend fine boots. My friend is all women hear her roar. You know what I'm saying? Not even hear her roar, hear her purr. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of pillow princesses, baby, and let's don't fit the bill. But you know, in today's world where you can call yourself a pebble, you know what I'm saying? You can call yourself a tree branch and you just flowing in the wind. There are so many different categories of people nowadays. She could be she could be an example of, or like a slice of pillow princess. And maybe, you know, because I'm not lesbian, I don't understand that slice of, you know, but I would say, and I haven't met Lex, so maybe in person she's a bit different, but I would say off a meeting, like Tavi is not a pillow. I love you, Tavi, but Tavi is not a pillow princess. And if I had to rank like the pillow princesses in the realm or scope of like lesbianism, even though Tavi is not, well, I don't know what she is or what she claimed, but yeah, I would say Tavi ain't, and then it would be Lex ain't. But between the three, Fauna is more pillow than Lex. That's what I'm trying to get at. Fauna is more pillow than Lex. And Lex is more on the Tavi side of things. And y'all may think I'm tripping, but I feel it. I feel it. Is it me? Or did her? And you know, I'm not really caring about like the particulars of people's body parts, but I'm just saying, it just seemed like in this last episode, her breasts got bigger. Like they appeared out of nowhere. I was so shocked. I was so confused. I said, God damn, that bro's pushing her shit up. Or is that no? Because then you would see like in a confession. Let me leave that alone. I'm not going to talk about no woman's body parts, but I'm just saying her chest got big in this episode. Yes, indeed. Gretchen still wants to fight, and I'm like, girl, it's like 9 episodes now, and you still want to fight these people because she ain't never really get her lip back and her neck been healing because she. You know, when did she get out of the hospital? Last episode? She was gone for a minute. She was gone for a minute. Now she back with the jump off. I don't know. I feel bad for Gretchen because nobody's there to protect, like not protect her, but nobody is there. Callie ain't there. Was her name Callie? Callie, some Allie. She ain't there. Callie Way. Yeah, that was her name. She ain't there. Now, it would have been a better scenario if Callie Way was there. But then she like find the Lord and she's like anti-LGBT. I don't know if that's like specifically what's going on. My mind remembers something along them lines where she was like, the Lord will heal you and you need to walk through the forest of the shadow of the valley of the death. Whatever that is. I don't know. I could be wrong. But Callie Way would have been cool. If, you know, somebody having Gretchen's back would have been cool, you know, because she ain't got no niggas with her. So it just, if she had a couple of niggas with her, I think, you know, it'll be a better situation for Gretchen. Someone says she beat Dolly ass. And she up here dapping up Tavi. She up here dapping up Koldkilla. And I'm like, okay, we got the Charlie's Angels now. We got Tavi, we got Summer, and we got Koldkilla, the Charlie's Angels. And Fauna is the dude that be on the phone calling them. Can't you see the stance with the girls? Tavi, which one is Tavi? Tavi is in the middle? And Summer, no, Koldkilla in the middle, Tavi on the side, and Summer on the side with that lip. I think Summer should sue for that lip. But then, you know, you got ahnamac that, you know, swear up and down, she know the whole law. And she up here saying that Summer can't sue because the security guard was defending himself. And spitting is assault. So she spat on him. And, you know, the security guard have every right to defend themselves. I mean, God damn. A permanent thing, like, ooh. Like, you imagine waking up in the morning and she turned over and you want to kiss that? Can you imagine? I just couldn't imagine. So I would want to sue regardless. I'm permanently disfigured. There's something permanently wrong with my face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is it me or is it me? I guess. I don't know. Summer says Dolly Decker reckon this bitch. And that, you know, she don't really care for her no more. You know, Dolly was up here saying that she snorted Coca-Cola from her hand. And I'm like, what? We didn't hear that part, but okay. There's a lot of things we don't see and hear with this production. So you can never really fully feel if something's the truth or something's a lie. You just never know with Zeus's production. Killer calls Lex over because they're talking about her. And, you know, Killer doesn't want to be one of them girls. And, you know, Lex is running over. You know, you could tell watching this who's the youngest. You know what I'm saying? Because she run over, and she's like, girl, I heard you was saying something. Someone was like, I ain't say nothing. What you heard? Lex was like, I don't want to say what I heard, but I heard what they said that you said. You know, Lex, Dolly, Summer is like, girl, well, what did they say that I said? Because I want to hear what you said that they said that I said. Lex is like, I don't want to repeat it. What did you say? Summer said, well, I didn't say anything. You know, I just said the weather was nice. Lex was like, for real? Summer was like, yeah, that's all I said was that the weather was nice. She was like, so Lex was like, I'm trying to spare you. You know, I don't want to put my hands on you. I'm trying to give you grace. Summer was like, well, please keep extending that grace, master. I'm here for it. I love that grace that you're extending me because I didn't say shit. The girls ain't saying nothing. And in my mind, I'm like, y'all just going to sit here and let this girl lie to this girl in the face. Who's the youngest? Y'all not going to protect this young child. In my mind, because she the youngest. You're not going to protect her. You're not going to protect her integrity. You're going to let this woman sit here and lie like that. Y'all know what she said. Because she just said it in front of y'all. And then, it isn't me, but Lex had the silliest walk-off, the youngest walk-off I've ever seen. Her hands are like this. She walking up. She's like, okay, well, I guess. Is it me? Or is it me? Y'all know y'all saw the same thing. She was like, oh my God, this is just, I can't deal with this girl. It was just a weird ass walk off. Then you got Fauna like, girl, you ready to go hang out with your people? Summer like, yeah, let's go hang out with my people. You want to hang out with me? Fauna like, nah, I don't trust you. Then Summer's like, girl, you can trust me. I got your back. The whole D. We in the D, baby. I got your back. They carrying Dolly out. It's like 6 deep around her. Dolly look like a wreckage, don't she? She look like a wreckage. And, you know, according to Summer, she ain't had no, so she couldn't, like, you know, be on high. But I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that's what the blogs are saying. But I'm like, Dolly, girl, she need to calm down. Don't she need to calm down. On the way to the bus is so crazy. Like, I would be scared or cautious. All the time these women got to go in these crowds, walk in these crowds, and they got these men that are supposed to protect them against mobs of people. It's really, really crazy. Is it me or is it just me? Because I'll be like, damn, against all these women be drunk. Like, they be drunk going back to but not all of them, but they be drunk going back to the bus. Like, I would be scared if I was a security guard, and I would be scared if I was a woman, because it's just, they're not even walking through barricades. They just walking through men, like, and people. Then as they get on the bus, you know, Lex feel a mush or something like that, and she realized that the sister and the niece of Summer is trying to get at her. And she popping it with the people. Now, we saw all this online. We saw it, because, you know, everybody got their phones, they filming. Lex feels some sort of way at this moment, because now, not only are you out here spreading rumors, you know, quote unquote, about what we did and did not do, but now you got people trying to attack me. Now, it wasn't a thing when they was trying to attack Dolly. Dolly was in the clear. That was Dolly over there. It wasn't Lex. But now that Lex is trying to be attacked, now the line is drawn. Now, I'm not saying she got to pick and choose or whatever, but I mean, she did pick and choose, because it wasn't until they attacked her that it was a problem. But what about attacking your friend? They attacked your friend, and we didn't even see you do anything with the people that was getting attacked. I mean, I saw the security guards kind of like held it, and you was probably like lost in translation because you the youngest, and you thought it's a lot going on. It was just chaos. Oh my God, it's so much chaos. Dolly, okay? You know, it could have been a lot of that, but they try to attack you, and now you done had it. Now the line is drawn. It's interesting. You know, it's interesting. I'm not saying either which way is right. She can do whatever the hell she want to do. I'm not the youngest. So I'm not put in that situation to make those kind of decisions. But it's interesting because I'm like, okay. It makes me think sometimes like how friendly are these people really are with each other? Like, how friendly are they? Are they really friendly with each other? Because I'm sorry, if you my ex friend and you got people trying to jump my current still cool gal friend, whatever they call each other, I got a problem with you. And that's when the line is drawn for me. But I'm not her, she ain't me. And I'm of age and she of a younger age. I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. I'm a woman. I mean, she's a woman, I'm a man, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It was just interesting. She was like, then and there, that was when the line was drawn for her. I said, oh, okay, cool, cool. Scotty and Rollie and her crazy wig. Don't y'all hate when they be wearing the wigs and they be lifted and it just look like a dirty lip, like a chapped, crusty, dirty ass lip on the top, like a long ass lip on the top of the head, and it just be like I be hating when it be looking like that. It be like this, you know. Like, why do y'all women? This is a question for the women. Why do y'all wear the wigs when you know it ain't really fully installed? The wig should look like that, not like that. You know what I'm saying? And why do y'all go ahead and throw it on your head? It's like, would y'all talk about somebody if they wore a dirty, shitty ass baseball cap with some nice clothes? Would you like you would talk about a man? You would talk about a man like if his dreads was dirty as shit and he had that brown crumble shit that be on the dreads and shit just caked up. Now when dreads, I don't know about the wigs, do they stink after a while? Because when dreads get that caked up dandruff finish underneath the scalp, it stink. Do wigs stink? Cause I be wondering, like y'all be having makeup and shit on, and the shit just I don't understand that. Or or y'all be having the wigs on, right? Y'all had the wigs on, and say the ear parts are the finger waves, right? The little baby hair shits that they be looking like pics. Why the wig be like this, and the finger waves just be here? I don't understand that. Like, is that cute? Like, you see a patch of finger waves over here and a patch of finger waves over here, and then this is lifted. Like, I don't understand why the women do that. Why do y'all do that to y'all heads? I don't understand it. I really I really don't understand it. But you know, hey, women can get away with those things because we've adapted to the culture, and you know, women wear wigs, and sometimes women will just throw something on to go to the mailbox, or throw something on to go get you know, mani and petty or something like that. But yeesh, women get away with a lot of shit, don't they? Summer comes in with that lip, and you know, she like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? We started talking about Dolly attacking her on the bus, and she like, yeah, that kick was intentional for me. And I just don't understand because I like Tinka. I think Tinka is cool. I think Summer is liking everybody except for Lex and Dolly. And I don't know what that is because up until this season, it never was a thing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? She always could fall back on Dolly and Lex, but it ain't that no more. So she cool with everybody else. She cool with everybody else. She ain't got no problem this season except for the two people she was riding for the past 2 seasons. Isn't that crazy? Midwest, Baddies Africa, and now things have crumbled. Interesting. Don't you think so? Very interesting. She said that she didn't believe in Lex's tears. A lot of us didn't. You know, I actually felt bad for her. You know, but then it was like one edit, we saw her crying, then in the next edit, she wasn't. So it was, I don't know, it was just confusing. But I did feel bad for her because in my heart of hearts, her being the youngest, I kind of gather and understand how she can be overly emotional in that moment because she been crying about Summer all season, let's be clear. And so now you got Summer and Dolly fighting. I could understand it being an emotional situation for her. You know, it's just the way that she carries out or goes through her emotions. It can be kind of funny sometimes. It can be kind of funny sometimes. Rollie is of the, well, she feels that, you know, baddies shouldn't really break each other. And I'm like, That's interesting. You know, because well, no, let me not be stupid. I understand the correlation between the baddies versus the baddies in the security or the baddies and the boss, right? Two totally different groups. No shade, but we've heard the rumors, and we got a baddie pregnant. So in my mind, I'm of the belief. Let me just maybe y'all might not be rocking with me. Let me know if y'all rocking with me on this. I'm of the belief, don't boink where you eat. You know, I feel like anybody in a group that's, you know, at the workplace, whether it's the baddies in the security, the baddies in Lemmy, I feel like none of them should be sleeping with each other. And it's just a best practice in all types of working environments. Like as the manager, you don't boink the workers. You know, as co-workers, you don't boink each other because you always got to go to work to see this broad. And so what if y'all falling out now? There's mixed confusions and mixed emotions and stuff. Leave the personal away from work. All of these women proclaim that it's just a job they get paid to do it. But why are you getting paid to screw it? Like, don't screw it if you get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? In my mind. So, yeah, I'm of the belief that rollie is. You know, y'all shouldn't be boinking each other. I also think the women shouldn't be boinking the security guards because we've heard too many of those rumors. And I also think Lemmy shouldn't be boinking none of the baddies. We've heard too many of them rumors. And he cleared up the mariahlynn rumor, but he didn't clear up ahna. Now, we all know about ahna. Chrisean spoke about ahna. Even ahna spoke about ahna. But it ain't never been confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't never really been confirmed for real, for real. But Lemmy didn't denounce that. But he denounced mariahlynn. So are we to believe that he didn't do anything with mariahlynn? And what do y'all feel as a whole? Do y'all feel like these people should not be boinking each other? I feel like these people should not be boinking each other. You know what I'm saying? And so I rock with rollie on this. Like, why y'all eating each other out? That's crazy. Y'all shouldn't be doing that. We're supposed to be sisters. Summer's like, we're more like sister wives. You know what I'm saying? We were drunk and it just happened. And she did me and I did her. You know, on one of the vlog rants that Summer did, she said that Lex probably don't remember, but that she remembers vividly and that they did it to each other. And so it is what it is. I can see it going both ways. I really do. But we had not a video because I wouldn't want to watch that. But we had got a scenario that Summer painted, and she was like saying that they had gotten to the shower, and you know it was a vivid picture she was painting. They had gotten to the shower, and you know they was messing around with each other in the shower. And that, you know, in the shower, things had got a little particular or whatever. And I think they stopped because the girl came in, or they didn't stop because the girl came in, but they had stopped. And then they was going to the bedroom or something like that. I could be completely wrong with how I'm saying it. But I know that they had a shower session, and then the girl came into the hotel room or knocked on the door because it was locked. Knocked on the door. They had to act like they was getting dressed or whatever. The girl was still in the towel because crazy stuff going on. So in my mind, in the shower, something could have happened. Anything is possible. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. Anything could have happened. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think it happened? I don't know. But Summer is like, yeah, that's what it gives. Lex and Dolly have a conversation. We see in the post-confessional that Dolly is saying that she misses Summer, or she goes through Mrs. Summer. We also saw in her vlog release that she had moments of crying in the hotel room, you know, over, you know, them fighting. And again, it's not that, you know, people's emotional scenarios are for our entertainment, but I feel like Baddies has the potential to be like not groundbreaking, but like an amazing reality show. They have the potential because a lot of these women be going through so much. And in my mind, if I'm paying you 5 digits, 6 digits to record you, I'm getting every little piece of everything about you. I am. And it's going to be on my thing. I'm filming you wherever you go. Your hotel room, everything. I'm filming you. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like watching the emotional moments brings us into the show. Like when Lex was crying initially, I was like, oh, you know, I felt that. to see someone like Dolly crying over a summer, but the conflict of interest is completely there because when we see the cameras, they fighting. When we don't, when at the intimate moment she crying, that just will be a compelling thing to see because you would see that these women are human and they do have feelings. You know what I'm saying? And not that her feelings would be for pure entertainment, but it would add to the reality of reality TV. Dolly is not lesbian and she don't want no parts of that. She don't want no affiliation with that. She was like, girl, what is with this eating y'all out, girl? I don't know nothing about that. I want no parts of it. Natalie come rolling in the black truck and she's like, hey, what's going on? I heard y'all got threesomes happening. Natalie, Dolly like, no, we don't. No, they the one that got that as a twosome over there. Ain't no threesome over here, nothing. Because we see the video of Summer trying to grope and grab on Dolly, and Dolly's like, girl, Summer, you get gay when you drunk. So Dolly ain't for it. Dolly is strictly dickly. That's the vibes we get, and I understand that vibe because I'm of the same, belief, So it's interesting because Natalie is making this whole moment entertaining because she's like, girl, Lex, you didn't help. You didn't break up the fight. Dolly was like, nope. She was crying. She was too busy crying. Lex was like, I'm only jumping in if somebody, running it with you. I don't need to jump in. Dolly like, you don't need to jump in for me. It's okay. It's cool. I don't 100% believe that. I believe that Dolly felt some sort of way that Lex wasn't really there. Like, in the moment, I believe that because every time we saw her recording herself in her hotel room, she was like, it's just the big me. I'm by myself. Hence the title of this. It's just the big me. I'm by myself. Ain't no big three. It's the big me. And I'm like, okay, clearly you feel some sort of way. Because I feel like you would have mentioned Lex had my back. Lex was there. She was emotionally there. She was emotionally supportive. I mean, we didn't see that on camera, but I don't know. Lex feels some sort of way. You can't convince me otherwise. Then we get tavi, rollie, fauna, and koldkilla. This was an interesting mix walking on the streets. It was just an interesting mix. It really was. I'm gonna leave it at that because I respect all the ladies. Yeah. I felt that the best dress in this moment though. Like, let me not even say the best dress. The best hair. I'm gonna go with the best hair. The best hair for me was Killer. I like a woman with a curly crinkle curl hair. Fly to me. Fly to me. Then, of course, all the girls gonna talk about what's going on. We got them talking about it. Rollie carrying the bone, saying that, yeah, they was eating each other out, and we not supposed to be eating each other out, and this, that, and the third. Then, a moment on that goes viral because Killer is like, yeah, Fauna just wants to be next. And we get the edited clip of Fauna saying period. Now, it went on the blog, and Lex is feeling her cooch. Not just Summer, but Lex is feeling her cooch. Talking about, oh, yeah, no, you're not my type, mama. You're not my type. But I would understand because I would want to be next if I was you, too. I want me to be next and I was you, too. Fauna, this Lex ain't Fauna type either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already got that established on my exclusive interview with Fauna. Fauna ain't here for a tavi or a Lex, let's be clear. So, Lex got her little, ooh, you're not my type, mama. But yeah, the editors was being messy with that because Fauna said that she was talking to or answering Rollie when she said period. Them editors are a mess. Mariah and tesehki and Biggie have a moment, and I feel like the only thing that we found out in their scene was that tesehki has a restaurant, and they not talking in her restaurant because it's being built. That's all we got from that scene. Then we move on to Jayla and Scotty sitting down. Now the ladies look good. They waiting for Natalie. I'm so tired of the storyline. Just like chrisean and tesehki, I'm tired of that storyline, and I'm getting tired of the big three storyline. Even though the big three storyline is this season, so I'm not as tired. But Scotty and Natalie been having an issue since Scotty been boycotting the boss, and I don't know how long that's been, but even before then, I mean, Natalie was having problems with Scotty eating extra food. So I don't really know the dynamics of what they got going on. I mean, Natalie was at the baby shower. Wasn't she at the baby shower or the baby release or the gender reveal? All these parties for babies. And I'm like, but to see, that's the problem though. That's the problem. That's why you should not boink the people you work with. Because I'm sorry, I would feel some sort of way if I brought my alleged friend, I don't know what kind of friendship they got, but if I brought my friend to my show and then my friend starts boinking my boss, I would have a problem with that. I would have a problem with that because Natalie and Lemmy's relationship is already shaky as hell. Like, I don't know how, I don't know when their relationship got to being on thin ice. I don't know if Scotty is a part of that. I don't know what the issue is, but clearly they do not like each other. I walk away feeling like they just do not like each other because of all the stuff that they put out online. And so I don't know when they got to this point, but now my once upon a time, not long ago, we were friends friend is boinking the boss that gets on my motherfucking nerves. I brought this girl in to get a lick. We've heard some things about Scotty's and Natalie's relationship. We've heard some things about, you know, the type of friendships that Natalie has with these women, and we've heard some things, right? I don't know what's true. I don't know what's going on with these two, but I'm bringing her on the show so she can get a lick, not a literal lick with the boss. Now they together, and now just, I swear, like everything has just been shifted and changed. As Lemmy and Natalie's relationship plummets more and more down into the hole, Scotty and Natalie is with that. And so I just would be annoyed if I was Natalie. Because why are y'all blinking each other? That makes no sense to me. And in my mind, I don't know, I just feel like Scotty, I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of their friendship, but it's just crazy. The boinking each other and sleeping with each other. And I just couldn't, I don't get down like that. For me. Now, if Scotty left the show and decided to leave the show and then started talking to Lemmy and she was never on the show again, that would make sense. I would be okay with that. But I just don't rock with the whole boinking each other at the workplace and stuff. I used to tell my actors that all the time. Like, no boinking each other, because every relationship that my actors got in to with each other on set, it was always a problem. And then it always became an issue with me having to, who do I cast? Who do I put on the set? It's just chaotic. There's so many people in the world. Why do you have to boink the people that you work with? It just does not make sense to me. But Jayla and Scotty waiting for Natalie and Janelle. Where did Janelle come from? I don't know. She walking in with Natalie out of nowhere for some particular reason. It's just crazy to me that that's who they, I don't understand that. I don't get it. But whatever, that's what's going on. And I don't know what they're talking about. I remember there being a moment where, you know, Natalie said that Lemmy was beating on the dog and Mariah was there and Jayla was on a plane. I saw her on a plane going overseas and it was a thing or whatever. And he released, I never hurt the dog, never hit the dog, never hurt the dog. Then there was a whole lot of videos with the dog licking his mouth. I was like, okay, what in the Caucasian is going on here? Like, you know, he always trying to prove something. Ain't he? Lemmy is always trying to refute or prove something. And that's what I'm saying. Like, clearly he ain't say nothing about the honor piece. So it's like, do we know that he be telling the truth if he goes against it? Because if he always going against online most recently. If he ain't do it, he's saying he ain't do it. But if he did it, he ain't saying he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he went on a whole campaign. I love the dog loved me. And you saw, I remember that one video, the dog was crying because the boy wouldn't pick him up or something along them lines. I don't know. This was chaos and it was a mess. Natalie was like, because it's true. Because what I'm saying is true. And Jayla was there too. But Jayla gonna act like she don't know nothing. Jayla was like, I wasn't on no plane. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit here and be fake with y'all because it's true and I'm gonna walk away. Isn't Scotty real snappy now? She one of them women that get snappy when they know you can't touch her. Because if you touch a pregnant woman, all hell breaks loose and you're going to get canceled. So I hate when women know that they got this kind of power because they flex it. Women flex it naturally because you're not supposed to hit a woman. But let a woman be pregnant, oh, baby, her mouth is going to carry. And I ain't never seen Scotty talk like this. Ever, especially sitting right next to her, bro. She was sitting right next to Janelle and told Janelle to shut the fuck up. I said, why? Janelle, you gonna let her Janelle, you gonna let her talk to you like that? Janelle, you gonna let her talk to you like that? Baby. And again, you can't do nothing because Scotty is pregnant. And Scotty popping her shiz not yet don't stink, baby, in this moment. You can't tell her she not controlling the scene because she over talking Natalie. She asked Natalie a question. She said, how was the weather outside? Natalie like, well, you know, the weather is, well, are you going to tell me what it was like? Are you going to tell me? Because I see it's raining outside. Are you going to tell me what it's like? No matter of fact, it's not even raining. It's a blizzard right now. It's a blizzard. It's Hurricane Katrina right now. Are you going to tell me how the weather is outside? Well, you going to let me know? You going to let me talk? Well, no, because I'm like, girl, I would have got up and left too. Because ain't no many times this girl, she would have got popped in my mind. I feel like women can smack a girl that's pregnant, but men can't. Is that wrong? No, I think you can't do that either. You can't do that either. But this is the first time Scotty was feeling her puss. And she was like letting Janelle know what it is, baby, and what it ain't. And Janelle was like, okay, well, okay. Jayla was like, well, let's just get up because this scene ain't going nowhere. Girl. I was like, girl, please. Because what? I'm sorry. Who is Scotty talking to? But then Janelle was of the belief that she done seen everything. Girl, we ain't seen you to this season, girl. What everything you saw? You was on that plane and they had you in the back. They wasn't showing you. Was you in Milan with Jayla and Scotty? We ain't seen you nowhere, girl. Janelle like, well, I done seen a lot. Okay. Well, a lot ain't everything. Girl, where is Janelle coming from? How did Janelle get on the show? I like Janelle. I think Janelle is cool. But how did Janelle get on this show? How did she stick around and Camilla didn't? How did she stick around and Persuasion didn't? Persuasion at least got into a fight with Summer. Bree got into a fight. How is Bree and Persuasion out here, but Janelle is? Rollie and Lex have another conversation. Rollie is carrying the bone. And it's cool because I like tesehki and Rollie in this position of carrying the bone, especially tesehki because we get to see her. So Rollie is telling Lex, like, hey, like, y'all shouldn't have been doing that. Y'all shouldn't have been boinking each other. She said that I think it's because, you know, Summer didn't get help with tesehki. And, you know, Summer could say she didn't need help, but she wanted help. She wanted help in that moment. She wanted her friends to have her back. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. We're still talking about this. This is when Lex says that she is a pillow princess and that she didn't use her mouth. And Rollie is like, girl, I really don't care. I just wish I never did anything because we shouldn't be doing anything with each other. And I'm like, I don't understand why they don't get that. I don't understand why they don't get that, but that just makes sense to me. Nobody in Zeus Network on Baddies, the show, should be boinking each other. The women shouldn't be boinking the producers shouldn't be boinking the women, security shouldn't be, whatever, all the rumors, like none of that should be happening. And I feel like, well, Natalie can't control people. And I don't know if she ever said that to them, but like, that's like business 101. And that's just, I don't know, that's just like, ugh, to me. Rollie feels that, you know, Dolly should be spoken to about the things that she said about Koldkilla's child. I mean, some stuff they aired online, but other stuff we probably didn't hear because it was edited out. I think what Rollie said was crazy, you know, to have someone do that for, like, I don't know, just to have someone say that, like, that they should put on your door. I don't know. That's just crazy. That's just extreme. But, you know, Dolly is of the belief that y'all got freedom. They got freedom of speech. They should be able to say whatever they want to say. And it be that and no issue. And I'm like, really? I don't know. I don't know about that, but like, yeah, you know, people talk about Dolly's stuff, Dolly's kids, even Koldkilla talk about Marissa's kids or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like the kids should be left out of it. I feel like if you don't want something done to you, you should not do it to other people. That's just how I feel, plain and simple. That's just how I feel. We get the ladies on the bus, and the wheels on the bus go up and down, like Mona say. And like this video for me. Like this video. Like this video. Like this video. Like this video. Like this video, leave comments. Like this video, leave comments. Excuse me. And the ladies call Summer. Tinka calls Summer. They get Summer on the phone. Summer talking. They pull up to the spot and it's already chaos. Now, I'm of the belief that it was already chaos because Tommie was on set with her daughter and we don't know what happened. We're never going to know what happened. Even on Lex's YouTube, she pled the fifth and took a shot. Whenever someone doesn't want to admit something, you know what happened. Okay, so everybody's saying that Lex hit the daughter, who is 18 or something like that. I don't know if she's of age. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me Google that. How old is Tommie's daughter? How old is Tommie's daughter? Let's see. It says that the daughter is 20 to 21, 20, I don't know. I don't know. 20 years old, 21. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we could trust Google. But people are having an issue with Lex hitting the daughter because we don't know if the daughter's of age. But according to Google, the daughter's of age. And we don't really know what happened. But we do know that Mariah said and Summer said that she popped the daughter. But the daughter said that she didn't get popped. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, something happened. And so I feel like because someone said that it happened, it happened. Because why would anybody just make believe come out? You know what I'm saying? So I think Lex popped the daughter. I think. Because you would feel like she did because Tommie is on the thing saying she's not even on the show. She's not on the show. She's not on the show. Who's not on the show? And that's why I feel like Lex got popped in the face with that glass. Because if Lex done popped the daughter or tried to get at the daughter and Tommie is saying she's not on the show, I don't know who other she would be, but the daughter. And then, you know, that's why I would crack Lex in the face with a glass. It is what it is. You not your big ass, almost lesbian ass ain't gonna hit my daughter. Your strong giraffe arm ass ain't gonna hit my daughter. And then, you know, I not crack you. It's just what? And I think that's why the daughter came out online in defense of the mother, because remember when they said that Tommie didn't do enough? And I felt like, I don't know if it was all the security was there to get Tommie out of the situation, but the security was on Tommie's bill and not Summer's bill, because no one was protecting Summer. Summer asked for a lot of what happened to her, but that was long and drawn out. Nobody protected her. And the fact that this woman is going to say, I'm going to get in my van and go to my hotel if y'all don't let me fight her, is crazy work to me. This girl destroyed this woman's face. And I feel like they allowed it. They allowed it. It's so many times that Lex got past these women and past these security guards, and they allowed it. It was crazy work. Crazy work. And so in my mind, I'm like that's, I don't know, that's a lot. That is a lot to me. That's a lot. And so I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about that. I feel like Lex getting at the daughter made no sense, but I don't know what happened in that moment. And I'll just say allegedly, I don't know what happened in that moment, but I can understand Tommie's frustration. She said on the show, she's not even on the show. Who is she? It would have to be the daughter in my mind. For Lex to go ahead and hit the daughter, allegedly, and Tommie getting upset saying she's not even on the show. She pissed. She vexed, get the camera out of my face. She smashed her with the glass. I see that. And then Lex is so upset that she can't get to, okay, let me put y'all, this is the mind of Lex for me. Tommie got people, outsiders coming on the show. All right? Lex already feel unsafe. She already had outsiders come on the show. She can never get to Lex, and she don't like that concept of outsiders coming on the show. Boom. Now we got Summer bringing outsiders on the show. Boom. I'm heated because these outsiders tried to come at me. I'm telling y'all her perspective in my head. This is her perspective. And so, boom, I got two broads that I don't like now. Two broads that I don't like. One carrying the bone on live talking about she ate my cat, but she didn't eat my cat. And both these broads got outsiders coming on the show, and I'm mad. And y'all not protecting us, and I'm the only one here. Where's all the other girls at? Why am I the only one here? And these two are here, and they got outsiders, and then there's a dude in the car? Okay. I'm on 1,000 right now. I'm telling you, in my heart of hearts, that was Lex's mentality. The sister Denise just tried to hit me. Tommie here. These two rolling with each other. An enemy of an enemy is not my friend, bitch. Two enemies of my friends, whatever the hell it is. I see fire, and I want both these hoes. And now I'm the only one out here. The rest of the cast ain't here. I'm the only one out here, and I got to deal with this by myself. Oh, I'm in attack mode, 100,000%, and I'm beating both these hoes up. Matter of fact, I'm beating all three of these hoes. You was on a live talking it, and you was filming her while she said it. I want all y'all hoes, because I'm tired of the outsiders being here and being brought to the set. You hear Lex talking about outsiders. You hear her talking about outsiders. You hear Tommie talking about she ain't on the show. 2 and 2 equals 4, goddammit. I don't know much about algebra, but I know about addition. You know what I'm saying? So boom, she ain't having it. She ain't having none of it. So she attacking. She in attack mode. She can't get the Tommie because the security there. She want Summer. She wants Summer and she getting her now. Now the first fight, they was all flailing in the air. Like both of them was. It was like, she was over here. Summer was all like this. Yes, Lex beat Summer up, let's be clear, but it was a lot of emotions in this fight. It wasn't tailor-made. Now I'm starting to think that tesehki could take Lex. Because Lex was she was emotionally disabled, emotionally distraught. She was all over the place. You know, it wasn't as controlled normally as it normally is. But that's neither here nor there. Lex, being the youngest, she was overly emotional in this situation, and it was hard to control her. She saw red. She blacked out. I think she could have been drinking. She wanted to get at Summer since she couldn't get at Tommie. And that's just that on that. And so that's what happened. She got at her. But I feel like the production, whoever was responsible for this particular scene, is at fault for allowing Lex to get to Summer 9 times. I don't know if it was 9, but I know it was more than 4. And in my mind, when she had got up from the initial, she wiped her face, all this. How is Lex still getting to her? I just don't understand that. How is my whole face is feeling some sort of way. I'm bleeding, I'm wiping blood off, and then Lex still is able to get to Summer? Crazy word for me. Ain't no way in hell. I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. I need y'all to do me a favor. Put a 1. If you made it to this video, at the end of this video, put a 1 if you believe that Summer has the case to sue. Put a 2 if you believe she does not. Put a 1 if you believe that Summer has a case to sue. Put a 2 if you don't believe that she does. I'm not excited about this. I really want, because that girl got beat down. Beat down. And I feel like no one has ever been able to do someone in like that. You would have thought that would have been an Ivory and Lex situation. They done broke that. They do not break up Summer fights. They just don't. Not like they break up everybody else's fight. Scotty would never have looked like that. Lex could never get to Scotty. Let's be clear. Lex could never get to Scotty like that. Ever. And even in that, I felt like Lex was restraining herself with Scotty because she knew that Scotty is the you know, she know. So I feel like Lex wasn't even trying it like that with Scotty because she know what it is. But with Summer, I feel like she know what it is. And she know that she can get in there with that. And she did. Y'all, I don't know. I feel that way. I do. I don't know. I do. I feel that way. I definitely feel that way. So, yeah, I feel that way. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know how y'all feel. How do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about the dude getting out the car yelling? I think that was so punk. That was so punk. That was so punk. And all the girls trying to get at him, that was so punk. But whatever, you know, women be carrying these boys with them, and then these boys want to act like they can be on the show. Not against women though. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. But anyway, leave your comments below. Remember, leave that 1 or that 2. And thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for giving the likes to the Mona Simone video. Thank y'all for liking the intro song that I produced for the Mona Simone show. I appreciate that. I've been working on music and got an album coming out soon. So yeah, love y'all. Appreciate y'all support. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Deuces.